Brought to you by DK Audio.
DK Audio presents the ADHD Women's Wellbeing Toolkit, a practical guide to understanding and utilising your potential, written and read by Kate Moryoussef. Introduction. How are you feeling? Really feeling? Living most of your adult life with undiagnosed attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, otherwise known as ADHD, can feel like walking around in the wrong shoes while carrying a backpack full of rocks, wondering why you're finding things tough. It can be soul-destroying and it can burn you out. I believe there is a better way, a more hopeful way. In fact, that's exactly what this book is about. But first, we need to look at how we got here. ADHD in women. Until quite recently, ADHD was mostly overlooked in girls and women. Only a handful of women were diagnosed in childhood. Most were diagnosed, like me, later on in life. From the late 1980s, ADHD, or ADD, attention deficit disorder as it was then known, was seen as something that only affected young boys, with the leading trait being that they couldn't or wouldn't sit still at school. They were dismissed as disruptive, disinterested and naughty. Many of their stories are heartbreaking. What we've come to understand in recent years is that ADHD in females can look very different from ADHD in males. For girls and women, hyperactive traits are often internalised and frequently diagnosed as anxiety and/or depression because of traditional gender conditioning. Hormones also have a role to play in how and when ADHD expresses itself. While some females do display some of the rambunctious traits we often see in males, we now understand that ADHD can show up for them in a variety of other ways. This might include perfectionism, insomnia, forgetfulness, disorganization, daydreaming, overthinking, restlessness, overwhelm, emotional dysregulation, mood swings, and a quiet lack of concentration. The stereotype of what ADHD is meant to look like means that ADHD traits in women and girls have been misunderstood and under-researched for far too long. It's vital that the many nuanced symptoms and traits of ADHD expression in girls and women are recognised as such, so that health and education professionals can look out for these, ask more questions, and start to connect the dots in order to provide more support. Beginning a journey of understanding. As things stand, the study of ADHD in females still lacks significant scientific and medical evidence in comparison to its study in males, while medical professionals focus their research on how ADHD coexists with autism, dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia, and dyspraxia. A lot of what I know and share in this book comes from playing detective through my various roles as the host of the ADHD Women's Wellbeing podcast, an accredited emotional freedom technique (EFT) practitioner, and health and wellbeing coach. Through the podcast, I'm able to speak to hundreds of leading experts and thought leaders in the field of ADHD who share their knowledge with our listeners, a strong community of women who are self-diagnosed or formally diagnosed with ADHD. This knowledge helps us to begin to draw our own conclusions about ADHD and its impact. We are only at the beginning of this journey, but I hope this book will allow you to gain new insights, better understanding, more practical tools, and lots of self-compassion so that you can begin thriving and enjoying a better quality of life. Importantly, I hope that you can feel part of this growing community of brilliant women with ADHD. You deserve to experience kindness from others and, most importantly, from yourself. The importance of self-acceptance. When I work with clients who are living with ADHD, I can see their desperation to be fixed. But I want to tell you right here and now, as I was myself told, that you do not need fixing. The challenges we face are not our fault. They are rooted in our genes, in our biology, and are, importantly, neurological. You're not lazy, stupid, rude, strange, scatty, or selfish. You have ADHD with neurodivergent brain wiring, which can have a daily impact on your mental and physical health. Even if you don't feel it yet, you are completely brilliant. And this book is here to show you how to lean into your cognitive capabilities, finally let go of all the conditioning, the shoulds, needs and ought tos, and give yourself permission to thrive on your terms. We've been told all our lives that there's one linear, outdated...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?